The game of football is quite spectacular, being a highlight of what people can achieve through team efforts. But within these teams, some just stand out due to spectacular performances that they put out on the pitch, which often turn around fortunes for good for the rest of the team during gameplay. Today, we'll look at 7 players who appear to be the backbone of their teams, giving out performances that have become the talk of many fans. To begin, it's just amazing how much impact one player can have in a team, and this is evident when we look at what Cole Palmer is doing for Chelsea at the moment. Well, it might be hard at the time to see the impact of his performance, given the general position of Chelsea that doesn't look so good at the moment. But it's safe to say that they could have had it worse if they didn't have a man like Palmer in their club. He's been the top scorer for the team this season and has really turned things around for the club. Hopefully, his performance in the club will inspire his teammates to do more soon enough. Palmer seems to have brought the Man City spirit over to Chelsea, although the player wasn't seeing much playtime when he was with City. Currently Chelsea's top goal scorer for the season with 13 goal contributions so far. This goes to show how much one person can change the fortunes of a club within a really short period. Hopefully, Chelsea will be able to get many more players like Palmer to bring the club back to the spotlight. And speaking of the impact an individual can have on a team, Jude Bellingham is another player that readily comes to mind. He's been a very crucial part of Real Madrid since joining the team in 2023. It would have been a really bad turn of events for Madrid fans if Real Madrid had spent €130 signing this player at just the age of 20 in 2023, and he turns out to be a flop for the team. Luckily, he's not failed the team ever since. He burst onto the scene with so much vigor, winning the La Liga Player of the Month in August of 23, just 1 month after joining the club. The last outing that Real Madrid had with the fierce rival, Atletico, in January was another testament to how indispensable Bellingham has become for the club. Bellingham had stunned everyone on the pitch when he scored a hat-trick against Atletico Madrid. His performance was a pointer to his diverse scoring abilities, which included a header, a powerful long-range shot, and a really clean and composed finish in the box. The player is already challenging titles held by legends in the game at this early stage. He's equaled a record that has been held by Cristiano Ronaldo in the club, scoring 10 goals in the first 10 games. This just seems to be a hint of the greater things to come for the team, and he has also helped Real Madrid fans not to feel the exit of one of the best players in the club, Benzema. Real Madrid has certainly hit gold with this one, and we hope that he can maintain this performance for long. Generally, for Real Madrid, Bellingham has scored 14 goals in 20 appearances and still showing promise to be more beneficial for the club in the coming matches. As much as some players have brought back life to particular teams, some have enhanced the quality of the whole country's team. We speak of no other than Cristiano Ronaldo and the impact he has had on the Saudi team. His decision to sign with Al Nassr has inspired the influx of many other big names into the Saudi clubs. He's helped Al Nassr win the first Arab Champions Cup title in 2023. The influx of other big names into the Arab clubs is currently giving them the international recognition that they require and is bound to get a whole lot better in the future. Bayern Munich also has to be glad that they made the decision to bring Harry Kane on board last summer. The player seems to be the missing piece that they've been looking out for all these while and has really turned fortunes for the club, especially after the disappointments that they had last season. Kane currently leading the Bundesliga with 22 goals in 20 games, significantly boosting Bayern's attacking power. His playmaking ability seems to be on point and has contributed 5 assists this season. Kane is also breaking several records in the club and is currently the highest goal scorer in Bundesliga. This is a whole switch for Bayern, and their future in the Champions League seems to be looking bright once more. Taking the right steps to get the best players who can adapt to a team's play style seems to be the winning strike. Not everyone can be this lucky. And with his presence on the team, it's not hard to see how having one good player can help inspire other teammates to put their best in what they do. As far as player impact goes in the game, we've also seen the impact that Ivan Toney has in Brentford, especially within the period he was absent from the team following his ban. The performance was well below what the club had last season during the Premier League, where the play had 24 goal contributions. The club seemed to have lost its spirit when Ivan went on his ban and seemed to be struggling. The 16th place that the club holds in the league table, as opposed to the 9th place they held last season, speaks volumes of his impact on the club. Hopefully, they'll be able to regain their glory with Ivan's return. The biggest problem they might have now is getting him to remain with the club. We'll see how that goes. We have Kevin De Bruyne also. The man has been nothing short of spectacular in his recent outings with Manchester City and has brought quite a string of good fortune to the club on the pitch. Also, De Bruyne is widely considered one of the best midfielders in the world at the moment, renowned for his exceptional vision, passing ability, and creativity. He consistently leads the league in assists and chances created, dictating the tempo of City's attacks and unlocking defenses with his passes. Generally, City has been on fire this season and is no doubt one of the top clubs this season, so it might sound bizarre pointing out a particular player as the man of the team, but this selection isn't without reason. City's outing with Newcastle on January 13th almost ended badly for the team, as they were down 2-1 in the 64th minute. Coming in as a substitute in that match, De Bruyne soon scored the equalizing goal and played a crucial role assisting Oscar Bob for the winning goal in that match during the injury time. De Bruyne's performances had earned him the Playmaker of the Season award for the 2022-23 season. This came as no surprise as the player maintained a high level of performance throughout the season, topping the charts with 16 assists and 7 goals, leaving no doubt about his influence on the pitch. This is just one of the many exploits he has had on the team, and these have earned him a place on the list. Also, we all can remember Antoine Griezmann tearing it up at Atletico before the big money move to Barca. Well, it seems that Atletico has their golden boy back on the team, and he's been waxing really hard within the team since his return. His performance for Atletico this season has been a significant turnaround from what he had during his time with Barcelona, where he seemed to be struggling. Since returning to Atletico Madrid on loan in 2021, the player has come to find his charm once again in the game, putting a stop to the doubts that many had about his ability to get back in the game, following the not-so-stellar performance he had with Barcelona. He's broken numerous records since then and has become the club's top scorer for this season. It seems moving away from the shadows the like of Messi cast on him has provided for the player to regain his confidence on the pitch. Since coming back to his old team, he's had a record of 25 goals and 12 assists and is still committed to making a lot more marks with the team. Hopefully, he'll remain consistent and maybe help Atletico regain their old glory. To close this list, we just have to mention Messi and what he's been doing with the United States team all this time. Since joining Inter Miami in July of 2023, the player has made a lot of impact personally, and his presence has no doubt inspired the players to do more than they used to. He has a total of 18 goals and 10 assists in 20 appearances across all competitions and also helped the club win its first trophy ever. His presence has also improved the international recognition of the club. Since he joined the team, Inter Miami has moved from a middling team to championship contenders, currently holding second place in the Eastern Conference. Well, you've just seen how much impact having one spectacular player in a team can have. Such can be the building block for a winning spirit in any team. What's your thought? We'll be looking out to other players you might want to share in the comments, and that'll be all for this episode. We'll see you in the next video.